Hello, hello, beautiful people. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I think it's safe to say Happy New Year. I know it's on the 17th already, and the year, it's already halfway into January. But this is my first live 2026, and I want to say Happy New Year to everyone on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, TikTok. I want to say Happy New Year, and I believe you ended last year on a great note. And we are starting this year on amazing notes. I want to welcome you all. Parenting Essential is back. Oye is live. I want you to tell somebody that it's time to learn with Oye Esther. And this is coming to you from the Vision Guide. In case you're not aware, Parenting Essential is back. Holiday is over. Tell somebody to tell somebody. So if I may start with, how was your holidays? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year? I want to believe you have a fantastic family time. You know that we prioritize family in this part of the world. I mean this part, the Vision Guide. The vision is guiding us, and we are not joking with our family life. And this life, everything about us is all about the holistic family life. And I want to believe that you enjoyed your family time. And I'm going to remind you, because many will say, we didn't have a great time because there is no money. You cannot put a price tag on your family life. There are quite a lot of things that you can do that is not going to cost you much. You can even do a lot that will cost you nothing. We have a lot of DIY. It's about the intentionality of you having a great time with your family. It is not about how much you spent. So tell me, how was your family time? And it's never too late. That's why we are starting the year on a great note. And if you have been joining us, it's our day 16 of Start with Clarity Journey. And if you're there, you can hear me audibly. Just tell me you're there. Thank you for joining me on TikTok. This is Parenting Essentials, and it's coming to you from the Vision Guide. And every Saturday evening, you're going to be seeing me back here live. For this 2026, we are going to be looking in depth into the holistic family life in 2026. I said that towards the end of 2025, and we are going to be more intentional about sharing more things into the holistic family life in general. It's not going to be just about parenting, because we can see that quite a lot of people, a lot of parents needed, they need to actually reparent themselves. I've spoken a lot, I taught a lot about reparenting yourself, but yet it seems it's not clear. And how do I know? Due to the questions that we often receive, it's oftentimes, be an indication that a lot of people who are into parenting do not actually understand what to do or how to do it, because there is need for them to reparent themselves first. So I want to welcome everybody to this First Parenting Essentials in 2026. So let me know where you're joining me from. What platform are you? And I'm going to be checking later. Right now, I can't really say, but I will definitely check that before we finish. Let me know, are you joining me on Facebook? If it's on Facebook, we are live on 2 different platforms. We have the Vision Guide is live. Oye Esther is live. So let me know where you're joining me from. On Instagram, the Vision Guide is live. YouTube, the Vision Guide is live. TikTok, Family Live with Oye Esther is live. So please let me know where you're joining me from. And today, just like we have started with clarity, and if you're not part of us yet, please join us. We are on day 16 already. Yeah, I don't have children yet. Oh, I don't need it. Sweetheart, this is the right time that you need to know about parenting, so that you don't do trial by error with your children, except you don't have the mind, or you don't have the plan or intention to become a parent. Parenting is a role that you have to decide. You don't have to be a parent. And I think that is one thing that we have to know, especially in Africa. We use Africa as a case study, and some part of Asia. It's not a must, because, I want to get married and you have to have kids. Children are beautiful. They are ordained by God. And I wouldn't want you to get this out of context. It is what you have to know. Am I ready for this responsibility? Parenting, a higher calling, just as I said in my book, Selfish Parent. So you have to decide, am I ready for this higher calling? Am I ready for this assignment? So when it's a yes, that is when you start to be a parent. So if you know that on the long run you want to be a parent, so why waiting? Why do you have to wait to use your child as an experiment. And I've said it several times that one of the greatest error you can do to yourself and your unborn children is to wait and begin to use them as experiments. You begin to use them to practicalize, and you embrace the popular saying that say, every first child is an experiment. No, your first child does not need to be an experiment if you are indeed intentional. All right. I said that to myself. I'm going to start on a soft note this morning, this evening, night, whatever you are joining me from. And I want to say well done to everyone who is intentional and who is on this 30 days journey with us. We are halfway gone. We're already on the 16th today, but it's never too late for you to join in. It's never too late for you to join in. These posts are being shared on every of our social media handle. We have it on our 2 Facebooks. It's there on LinkedIn. YouTube is there. It's there on TikTok. Just follow through and do the required tags. And for visioners, we have visioners, people who are with us. They have extra tags that is not for general, that we are doing daily engagement on the group. So you can as well also DM that you want to join us in our group. And I believe that it's going to be a transformational journey for you. All right. So I'm going to start on a great note, on a very soft note, and sharing a story of a canoeing family with us this day. So we are learning about alignment. And this is one thing that we have touched in this 16 days journey. So I just want to bring a little more about clarity for your understanding, for you to come closer. What do you mean by alignment? What does it mean when family are not in alignment? What can happen? What can go wrong? Is this even dangerous? What is, functional and dysfunctional family? Because most of the time when you hear the word dysfunctional family, what comes to mind is, mom, maybe husband and wife are not together. Children are not together with their father, or something is happening, or they're having a physical assault, emotional distress. And these are big things that we look, we see as dysfunctional family. But there are quite a lot of things that can be quiet, yet a family is dysfunctional. That it is almost impossible for you to see it with the physical eyes. Even those who are involved, that the family members might not be aware that their family is dysfunctional. So how do you get to know this? It takes a lot of intentionality, evaluation, stop and check. We do this a lot. And visioners are aware about this. We do stop and check. You take a deep breath, you reflect. And that's why we share questions. Because sometimes when we talk about reflect, a lot of people say, how am I going to reflect? How do I do stop and check? And that is why you cannot miss out in this 30 days journey, because there are daily tasks. There are questions that are going to help you to be able to evaluate yourself. So it's going to be up to you if you're lying to yourself or not. And the greatest mistake a human being can do is to lie to yourself. You know when you're lying to yourself. So when it comes to an holistic family life and a beautiful parenting journey with a vision and clarity, you cannot but be truthful to yourself. You cannot lie to yourself. So I'm just going to share a story of a couple who have decided, let's go on canoe, let's go canoeing. And they have chosen a very beautiful river, a calm one, a river that is not, it's not busy, there is no turbulence. They just want to enjoy this family time together. And this is one of the things that we encourage when we're talking about family life, family time cannot be overemphasized. So this day, on a beautiful afternoon, this family decided, what we are choosing for our family activity today is we are going to go canoeing. And they chose this calm river. Everything looks good. The canoe looks so beautiful. And the weather was so perfect. Everything was everyone was excited. The children were so excited, the mom and dad were like, oh, finally we are doing this, because they've been planning this over the time. Everybody's excited. They rented a beautiful canoe and they just got into the boat. They got into the canoe, but they forgot something very, very important. They left something super important out, is to agree on where they're going to and how they're going to paddle the canoe. They forgot totally. But the excitement of finally we are going on family time. And everything looks so beautiful. Maybe some other families are even looking at them. Oh, when are we going to finally have a family time? When are we going to behave like family A? We are just here fighting. Look at them, all dressed out, kit up, nice outfits. They even having a very matching outfits. And everybody just want to be like them. But on this particular journey, no discussion about where exactly they are going to use the canoe to. No discussion about how they are going to paddle. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think this family can actually know that there's something wrong with them? Do you think those who are looking up to them because they look so beautiful together, because their outfit is amazing, because they are having matching clothes, maybe they are even writing just like we normally do, the vision guide. Maybe I'm writing Coach Oye, the visionary daddy, PMP, and everybody's like, oh, so beautiful. But yet, there is no clarity on how they are going to paddle their canoe. There is no clarity on where this canoe is going to. So what do you think is going to happen? So as soon as they got into the water, the husband started paddling so hard to the right, very hard, as the man of the house. The man is the head of the family. And I have to take my family on this beautiful journey, and I have to, do it safely, paddling to the right. I'm very confident about it. He was very convinced that he was doing the right thing. The wife, on the other hand, was doing the paddling to the left. And she was also confident that, I'm doing the right thing. She was paddling to the left. So father is paddling to the right. Mother is paddling to the left. Very, very hard. Very, very confident. Equal confident. But what is going to happen? At first, it was so funny to the children. And the children said, Mom and Dad, we are just spinning around. What is happening? They were even laughing about it. The children thought it was a joke. Maybe it's part of the plan. But on the long run, they realized that this is no more funny. The water started splashing onto them in the canoe. They became tense. One of them started even crying. Are we going to fall? Daddy, what is happening? Mommy, what is happening? This is what a lot of people are doing in their perfect looking family life. This is what a lot of people are doing. And you know what? We don't see what is dysfunctional in it. It looks so real. It looks so beautiful. Their intention is great. So you might be having a great intention as a family person, as a husband or a wife, a partner. Your intention might be great, but you have not gotten to the point of sitting down to have clarity. Where are we going to? How are we going to paddle? Which way are we turning, left or right? These are two amazing people. This is a beautiful family. They are not fighting. They don't have issues. They are not raising voices on themselves. So because when we talk about you need to seek advice, speak to a professional. What comes to mind with most people, especially the eligible single, is, no, we are good together. We are best of friends. We never fought before. We never argued. Beyond these things, begin to think about it. Everything looks okay. Everything looks okay. Everything is good. You never fought before. But do you know where you're both going to? Do you know where we are going to? So the kids started crying. That is when the parent realized, I think there is fire on the mountain. They were not aware. They were just enjoying what they were doing because one was right in front and the other one was right behind. But the kids were in the middle of the canoe. It was until they started screaming and shouting, Mommy, Daddy, what is happening? Where are you taking us to? That they realized that something was wrong. But don't forget, there was no problem with the river. The river had no problem. The canoe had no problem. It was a beautiful one. They took their time to even choose. They chose it. This is beautiful. It's going to suit us. The space is nice. There is a safe that we can put our drinks, our snacks inside. So there was no problem with this thing. The problem was two paddlers with no alignment. Two paddlers with no alignment. So my question is, in that beautiful journey, maybe you are intending to get married. Maybe you are even just starting a relationship, or you're going on a date soon, or we are in the talking stage. So this is going to, it's not about when you are married only. I want you to streamline it. Bring it down to wherever stage you might be at the moment and check. These two people who are paddling, who are going to be on this journey, are we going to get clarity on where we are going to? So eventually they got exhausted, they got soaked, they stopped paddling. The canoe drifted aimlessly. My concern, I always say, is for the growing glory. That's the children. I call them growing glory for a reason. Sometimes we don't care. There's this common adage in Africa, I don't know where it source. It said, when two elephants fight, what is going to suffer? When two elephants fight. So my concern, I love you, yes. But the love and the outpouring of my word is actually for the growing glory, the children. Because now they are very soaked. They are very tired. They are afraid. They are tensed. Confused state. Is your journey bringing your children to a confused state? Or the journey you're about to enter, do you think it's going to bring your children to a very confused state? Are you starting 2026 on a clear note? Do you know what you are up to? What you are doing? What are you doing with your children? What are you doing with your life? Are you being drifted away in this journey? Or do you know exactly where you're going to? Or you're just raising children who are scared? Or you're about to start one? So without alignment, it may look functional. The home, the relationship, everything might look functional, but without alignment, everything is outside. It's not inside. It will just keep spinning. It will just be rolling. It's not about how many clothes you've gotten together. We are so on this, we understand ourselves. We have properties together. We have joint accounts. But without alignment, there might be a danger ahead. And the earlier you pay attention to it now, the better for you. It is very, very important. Because when couples pull on its opposite direction, I mean in values, maybe so why is she talking in parables? Your values, your disciplines, your visions, your faith. Many will say it doesn't matter. Two people, young adults, eligible singles, grown up, elderly people want to come together. You enjoy each other's company. You enjoy your conversation. You connect. But you're not looking beyond two of you when you start to create a nation. And that is why you have to check this. The discipline and vision. Most importantly, your faith. Your faith. Your belief alignment. It is very, very important to check all these things so that you can also know the kind of nation you want to create next. It is very important. But I want you to know that children, they do not look for a perfect parent. They just need a united direction. At the end of the day, nobody's perfect. So I'm not trying to talk you into that, you have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. Neither is your child or the children you're about to have or the ones you have now looking for you to be perfect. But they're looking for a united nation, a united direction, alignment within you as parent so that it can be extended to them as children. And it's very important because misalignment is going to do more harm than good. It's going to delay their progress. Some of you even play the victim. I don't know why. I'm giving you everything you need in school. Why are you not passing and flying colors? Why are your teachers complaining? You don't understand why your child cannot assimilate. You don't understand why your child is struggling. Maybe some developmental delay. Maybe you can see that they achieved it before, but it looks like they are not mastering it. The skills that they have before, they are losing it. But you are playing victim. But misalignment can take your child, or a child rather, to a state of confusion that begin to reflect academically in their social life, in their, in their mental health, anything. Misalignment within the home. But you stop saying it's not their business. I'm not talking to them. It is their business. Children will hear first. They see first. And that is what they reflect. It is very, very important. So what's your decision in this new year, 2026? What have you decided? What direction are you going? Are you going to go on this journey? Is it going to be a solo journey? Or you are going to travel with intentionality with your spouse this year? How do you plan to do it? And on day 4 of our Start with Clarity, I said earlier that we are on day 16 today. On day 4, we treated couples alignment matters. So you can do well and search this particular day, because I will not be able to break down all the write-ups. Go on day 4, that is where I treated couples alignment matters. And there I shared why it matters, the effect on the children, even though I'm going to pick 1 or 2 things out today. But do well and do yourself a big favor to go and check day 4 of 30 of Start with Clarity. Some couples have never been on vacation. I want you to listen to this, because once I start saying vacation, say they have started again. What if I don't have money? Stop and listen. Everything is not about money. Some have never been on vacation before, not because they cannot actually afford the money, but because they cannot agree on where to go. One actually wants to go to London. I want to go to Paris. Another say, I want to go to Paris. I want to go to France. No, we have to go to London. And you know what? We just leave it. You leave it, because if you're not going to London, I'm not going to go. They are not fighting. They see it as fun. They just talk about it. They laughed about it. But that is also a disalignment. That's a disalignment. It's not because they cannot actually afford the money, but because, you know what? I cannot agree with you, because this is where I want to go. Maybe in your head, you're thinking right now, Coach Oye, so how do we go about it? The truth is, I want to go to London. You want to go to France. So how will I do it? How can I do that? We are talking about 2 intentional, reasonable adults coming together to become one. There are ways to deal with this. There are steps to go about this. And this might not be something we can actually break down, because there might be an underlying factor that needs to be dealt with. However, just keep following. So you think it doesn't matter? We're just going to leave it. It doesn't matter. You are in a relationship now with a guy or a lady, but you have not been able to agree one time before. You have not been able to agree one time. And maybe you want to go on a date night, on a movie night. You cannot agree on one movie to watch. No, that's not what I want to watch. No, that's not what I want to watch. And you are just dating. You are just in a talking stage, as you call it. You are just in a relationship. Maybe you are even engaged. You want to go on a lunch date. Where to go because of a particular thing that you want to eat is an issue. But you say to yourself and pat yourself at the back with pride, you know what? We are not fake people. We are real people. And that's what matters. We say it the way it is. If we don't agree, we don't agree. And that is it. The guy is good. The guy will say to my face, I don't like what you are wearing. I don't like you to go there. And you know what? That's what I like. It's not fake. That might be a signal that you need to pay attention to. I am not saying don't air your opinion. As a matter of fact, airing your opinion is very important in relationship, courtship, or whatever stage you are. But there are things that might be a signal for you to pay attention to what is happening. Before you pat yourself at the back to embrace what is not. You know, we are real people. It doesn't matter. Alignment is very, very important in every stage of your life, so that you can raise an holistic child or holistic children. A lot of children are going through a lot now just because the parent fell in love, just as we say it. You close your eyes to fall in love. But it gets to a time that love will not be enough anymore. Your values will speak. Discipline will speak. Faith will speak. Belief will speak. And if those things are not speaking the right language, the children are going to suffer for it. So pay attention is very important. Alignment is agreement on direction. Be reminded. Alignment is agreement on direction. It doesn't matter what stage you are. As long as you are in a relationship with somebody. Okay, you can say, okay, if we are not going to have children, is it okay not to align? But there are going to be things that you want to do together in the future. There might be things that you want to achieve that if you still don't agree, it will come up. It will rise up like a negative thing. So be careful. So I'm going to share some of the tax that was given on this day, and it's going to be very important for you. And this tax is not about married couple only. So if you're dating somebody, please go ahead and do this tax. If you're seeing somebody, a talking stage, you're dating, you are engaged, please make sure that you take time to do this tax. It's going to help you and save you a lot. It's going to help your life. It's going to help your future. And you're going to look back and say, thank God I did it. So you're going to be intentional about this. It's going to be a conversation. Maybe you are even always running away. Some of you can't speak to your spouse. You can speak to your wife, your husband. You know why? Because anytime you want to try to communicate or have a reasonable conversation, it doesn't always end well. So you have built yourself, you built wall around yourself that, you know what, there is no need for me to have a conversation. So you are always running away from conversation. So the first thing you're going to do is going to set an uninterrupted time between yourself and your spouse. You're going to set uninterrupted time. Maybe about 30 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on how you have the time. Make sure you set this time. And this is where you're going to begin to discuss your focus for 2026. Where are we heading to? What do we want to do? So make sure that if you are dating somebody or you're already engaged, talk about the family life. What sort of family do we want to raise? Let them hear their opinion. Say yours and let them say theirs. This is not the time to correct anybody. This is time to listen. This is time to just hear yourself out. What sort of parenting do we want to engage on? What sort of parenting style? What are we going to do with your children? How do we want to manage our finances? What about our faith and spiritual growth? Just talk about everything. And don't see this time as, you know what, my own should be right. No, this is not what you're doing at this time. This is not the time that you want to establish your own point and you want your spouse or your fiancé or your boyfriend, whatever you call it, girlfriend, to listen to you. No, that is not how it works. So you're going to check your personal growth. You're going to check your work, whatever it is. If you're into ministry, you're going to check these key points. Don't forget, it's going to be an uninterrupted time. This is not what you're going to do with people around, or you're just within families and friends and you just want to quickly whisper to yourselves. No, this is a quiet time that you actually need an eye contact, eyeball to eyeball. Let there be natural connection between you. Don't forget the listening rules that I've already mentioned. You are not going to interrupt. You are not going to correct. You are not going to defend yourself and try to make the other person understand your own point and take it. It's not the time for that. You are going to be intentional about this. So you're going to do some exercises. You're going to do shared direction check. You want to know if you're going on the same way. Are we actually on the same direction? So this one, each of you, you're going to answer this separately. It means you need a pen, you need a journal. It is very important. So instead of saying it verbally, you're going to write it down. You're going to answer this separately and you're going to compare your answers at the end of the day. What do you believe is important to us as a couple in 2026? In this relationship, maybe you're dating. What are we heading to? What is important to our relationship in 2026? You're going to write it down. Each person is going to write it down. So you're going to say, what do you think is going to distract? What do you fear more that can be a distraction for you this year or for us as a general, as a whole, as a team? You're going to write one, what is distracting. The second one, what is going to distract you as an individual. You write it down. Don't forget, this is different from the one that you had conversation earlier. This is for you to pen it down. Very important question to ask is, what does success look to you? At the end of this year, what are you going to look back and say, no, I'm successful and we are successful? Because this is a very important question to ask. Because when you are thinking that you're doing fine, the other person might be far away and be having another focus entirely. But when you write this down without interrupting yourself, that is when you are going to check for alignment later. Oh, we are aligning this. check about where it's slightly different. This is not for argument. See where it's completely different. It is not a time for argument, but it's time to ask for why. Let everybody share their why and opinion. Don't forget I said 2 reasonable people are involved in this. So when 2 reasonable people sit to have a conversation, you have listening ears. Your mind is not rigid or very adamant, like whatever they want to say you're not hearing. You begin to understand their own why. Your own why also will be understood. Then you both are going to take steps to meet at the point. That's how it works. It is not about you. It is not about the other person. It's about us. It's about the 2 of us and what we call success. And that is very, very important. And we have quite a lot of exercise that came with this particular day. And that is why I said, go and search for day 4 of Start with Clarity. That is, we talk about one area of alignment is there. We have another exercise there, that alignment in prayers. Quite a lot of alignment that you have to do. The spiritual alignment is there, the financial, and some deep reflection that you have to take. And when you talking about the deep reflection, you have to sincerely be honest to yourself. Because sometimes we assume that we align. We assume alignment. We love ourselves. We don't talk about it, but everything is what I'm thinking that is thinking. It might not always be so. We don't talk about it, but when I give him, he's happy with it. When I give her, she's happy with it. She might just be quiet, but deep down, she's pained. He might just be quiet because she wants peace to reign, but deep down, she's not happy. And that is why you have to be honest with yourself and not just assume we are good. Talk about it. Take a moment to reflect honestly. It is very, very important. And I'm just going to share why couples alignment matters. I'm going to leave the exercise. If you want more exercise to do, you can go on that particular day to get more things that is going to help you to check for your alignment. Why is it even important? Why do we need alignment as couple? Why do we need alignment as, intending couple? Why do we need alignment as a friend? Why do we need alignment? It's going to give your children, if you're having children in this picture, maybe you're looking forward to one day of having children together, it's going to give them emotional security. When 2 couples are aligned, it's going to give them emotional security. It is very, very important. It's going to reduce the missed signals in parenting. Children don't know who to follow. They don't know who to obey. They don't know. They're just confused. They don't know what is going on. Everything seems okay 1 minute. Another minute, they are so confused because mommy is going this way and daddy is going to the other way. And it's not because these ways are bad. Let me emphasize on that. The fact that mommy is going to the UK and daddy insists on going to USA does not mean any of these countries are bad. I'm using them as an example so that we can understand. Alignment does not mean what you have chosen is bad. But there is need for same direction because we are on the same journey together. So imagine you're going, I'm just good. I'll go this way. You can go this way. Where should the children go? The children are in the picture. You guys are good. We can go our separate ways. But where do you want the children to go? What's the plan for them? So when you have an element, it's going to reduce the mixed signals in parenting. And it's going to strengthen you when you're aligned. Oh my goodness. The kind of peace that you're going to enjoy. The kind of serenity that you're going to enjoy. You have nothing to worry about. You don't have any tension within you because you take time to sit and talk about those things. You just enjoy the moment. You just enjoy your life. It doesn't matter what is happening to your bank account. You know, the kind of peace that you enjoy, not because of your bank account, it's not because of the bank account, it's because of the alignment between you as 2 lovers. Are two reasonable lovers. These are the kind of things that you get when you work on couples alignment. It is very important. And this is also going to help you to create a clear family vision. And I think next week I can quickly touch on that because it's one of the days we have done that. It is very important for you to have family vision. So when you align, that is when you can work on a clear family vision. your mission, your purpose, your values. But when you are not aligned, you cannot sit down together to be able to achieve what is our values, what's our vision, what's our mission. Your alignment is what is bringing this into reality. So you'll be able to create clear family vision. You're going to model healthy communication for your children. Many children are just victims of their parents' parenting errors. You're so used to speaking to yourself rudely, and some of you, it's even funny to you. You laugh about it. Congratulations. I'm not here to correct you, but think about your children. What sort of communication or communicating skills are you building for them? Is their can they speak, or are they healthy in their communication? Do you think you have done well as a parent? Intending parent, do you think you are ready to embark on this journey the way you communicate? Do you have an healthy communication skill yourself as a lady? Do you have an healthy communication skill yourself as a guy? Now you're coming together with one funny girl, but see, you think they are funny, but everything you talk is just rude, meaningless, senseless, and I'm not apologetic about it. I see people like this. They even post. They can even create content with their stupidity. It's fine for two of you, but please don't bring children who are innocent into this picture. Don't bring them into the picture. You can manage your life, and I wish you well. But these gifts, this growing glory, you can't just let them suffer. Be intentional. And then wondering, what's your business? My child is my child. People have said that 1 million times. But this cycle is going to continue. Who is going to end it? Your child is your child, but that child is a victim of the parenting style, the error they are committing. And in hands together we will stand. Our own children also we are living in this world together. They're going to meet your children. My children are going to meet your children. They're going to meet other people around the world. We are living here together. So what are we creating? What are we creating? I'm going to be rounding up soon. And these are reasons why you have to know and check for alignment. Alignment cannot be overemphasized when it comes to marital relationship, a courtship that is leading to marriage. Maybe you're just partners, you're just dating. It is super important. Don't jump that step. Don't overlook those things. We will get aligned later. It's okay. When we get married, everything will be okay. The things that you cannot be okay with now before marriage might never be okay in marriage. Things that you might not be okay, it might never be okay. So it is very important for you to be okay now. So don't jump the step of the okay. Because alignment in marriage, it is not accidental. It is not accidental. All right, I want to know if I have questions. Facebook, do I have questions? Instagram, please do well and go and check day 4 of 30 of Start with Clarity. Is there on our 2 Facebook account. Is there on Instagram. Is there on LinkedIn, YouTube. Is there on TikTok. Just do well and follow step by step the tasks and the exercises that is going to guide you. This is a free guide for you. So it doesn't cost you anything. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Go ahead and search and make sure that you're starting 2026 on a great note with a clarity. Don't just walk around blindly. Don't blindfold yourself without even being aware. Don't walk around blindly and say it doesn't matter. So do not join the category of saying it doesn't matter in this new year. Know that your life matters. Alignment with your spouse matters. Whatever you do matters. And you know that you want to raise amazing children with purpose, holistic children. Children, they are not, they are not empty just the way we normally say, they are empty. No, they are not. There's a treasure in them. Your job as a parent, a caregiver, a teacher, a foster parent is to unfold them. Unfortunately, many are just shutting the light. Many are dimming their light because they are not in alignment with their spouse. So it is very important for us this year. This is a big burden in my heart to ensure that we are all intentional in not dimming the light of our children in this year 2026. Let their light shine by you getting clarity into your alignment first, and take that beautiful gift of a child that you have. It doesn't matter if that child is a neurotypical child or a neurodivergence. I always say, and I'm going to say it loud and clear again, that every child is teachable. The method might be different. The approach might be different. It might take longer time or shorter time. But in that child, there is treasure. Your job is to search that treasure, unfold the treasure, and let the child blossom into the original plan and the image of God for his of our life. I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining me today on TikTok and Instagram. Thank you, everyone. I can see Visioner Glory right there. I can see Visioner Abimbola. Thank you for joining me. Mama Pat is there. Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Sir Victor Ikoli. Thank you for joining me. Yes, Mama. Can two work together except they agree? It's not possible. Two cannot work together except they agree. I want you to drop a comment if you have been following our 30 days journey, if you have been following it religiously, or whatever you want to call it. And I hope it's not just religiously. I hope you have been doing the tasks. And I want to believe that every visionary here today, you have been following. But let me just see the comment. Just let me see your comment. Say, I've been following. I've been following. Let me see your comment and say, I've been following. We are on day 16 today. I can see my pastor there, Pastor Rachel Monene. Thank you for joining me, Mama. God bless you. God bless you. Let me see. I have been following. I've been following. This is, which account is this? All right. Let me see. I've been following YouTube. If you're there, thank you for joining me on YouTube. Let me see if I can check. I doubt it. Let me see. I've been following. Nobody has been following. I want to see your comment. I want to know that you've been following. We're on day 16. Are you on this journey with us? Have you been following? I can see Madam Lolo right there. Thank you for joining. Have you been following? Have you been doing your tasks? Have you been following? All right. Have you been blowing the trumpet? Visioners, you understand what that means. Have you been blowing the trumpet? All right. I can see Visioner Quaker right there. Is that Instagram? YouTube. Thank you for joining me on YouTube. YouTube family. YouTube. Hopefully, the YouTube family is going to grow this year. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me, everyone. God bless you. I can see Auntie T. Thank you for joining me, Auntie T. Our beautiful minstrel is here today, and I want to say hello, Auntie T. Auntie T, I want to sing. Come and teach me how to sing. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, Auntie T. I can see Chukwe Godwin, Brother Godwin. Thank you for joining. I hope you follow. Okay, I can see somebody say I've been following. Thank you so much. Visioner Glory has been following, and I've not been seeing you blow your trumpet. So today, I want to see you blow your trumpet in the group. You have not been blowing your trumpet. I can see that you say you have been following. So tonight, make sure you blow your trumpet, and every visioner that is there, make sure you blow your trumpet. I've been seeing your trumpet, Visioner, Dr. Mrs. I've been seeing your trumpet. Well done. You're doing great. Keep the fire burning. Don't be tired. Don't relent. We're already on day 16. We have 14 days left. And you know what? We're just going to dive into 2026, swimming with joy. When everybody is having tension, we are just walking, without stress. We're just going to walk because we know where we are going to. We are so clear. We are not confused human being. We know exactly where we are walking towards. All right, I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining me today. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And in case you're seeing my beautiful face, this little girl right here is called Oye Esther, but Oye for short. And this is called the Parenting Essentials. It's coming to you from the Vision Guide. And this year, we are going to be seeing on a whole lot of holistic family life cases. We are going to dive into beyond parenting. What happens before parenting? Why is parenting difficult? Why are people struggling? It's because people have not reparented themselves. And we're going to hold your hands this year to ensure that you reparent yourself so that those beautiful growing glory will blossom to what God asked them to be. Don't forget, we always say that this is Parenting Essentials is the home of key strategies to parenting. And it's also the home of a beautiful, holistic family life. And here we say hand in hand together, we will stand. So every Saturday, we are back live and we're going to be here. We're going to share words. We're going to share teachings. And these teachings are going to better your life. So it's up to you to take it or you leave it. You're getting it for free anyways. So it's up to you to take it. But I advise you that you take advantage of every teaching that we're going to be doing this year, because it's going to bring a transformational journey into your life, your family, your children. So together, we are going to look back and say, no, the vision is guiding us. Once again, I want to say thank you for joining me today. God bless you. Till I come away next week, my name is Oye Esther. TikTok, thank you so much, everyone. I can't call the names. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for joining me on TikTok. God bless you. See you next week by God's grace. Make sure that you follow through. It's day 16 today. Tomorrow is day 17. It's never too late. Just start. Never ever say it's too late. God bless you. Stay blessed and bye for now.